Welcome, podcast fans. It's time for the What's Up Bro podcast show, presented by J&J Production Studios, the home for all your entertainment needs. All kinds of great topics discussed every week, a variety of different themes offered, special guest appearances, prize giveaways, and so much more. Stay tuned. And now, here are your hosts, Sam Crow and Big Hoss.
Hello and welcome everybody. The boys are back. Here we are again. It's the weekend. It's also a very special weekend. It's Memorial Day weekend for all you party hardy celebratory folks out there. Barbecuing, cooking out on the grill. It's going to be awesome. I cannot wait. But we're really just excited to be back here. It is I, Sam Crow at Big Hoss. How are you, Big Hoss?
I'm doing pretty good.
Feels like it's been a minute since we've been here. You guys, I'm sure you know, have been following. We've had quite the busy last couple of weekends. We've been off a couple nights, and we also know, I shared a little bit, I think, during our episode that we did last week, but it was a busy weekend for me getting married last weekend. Yay! Wait a minute, where's my sound effects? There it is. Thank you very much. That's enough of that. That's perfectly fine. I get the point. Sentiment's all there, but yes, so it was quite the busy weekend. Matter of fact, where are we at now? Friday. So it's only been back for like a day and a half since the honeymoon. So it's we're jumping right back in here though, and we're really excited to be back. And again, it's kind of just poetic. Everything is right on Memorial Day weekend. So this is our Memorial Day weekend special, part 1. We're gonna have part 2 tomorrow. So we're going to hang out with you guys. Matter of fact, actually, I didn't think about this. Let me pull this up here, so I apologize for the background noise. We need to pull up our virtual campfire here, or maybe some kind of sounds for the great outdoors here, because this is really, if we're going to party here, and again, obviously it's virtual, but we definitely want to have some background as much as possible. Let's see if I can find it. Oh, there we go. Fireplace burning. That's what we want. I should have had it saved. There it is. Let's stoke some fires in the flame here. Let's actually just mute this real quick. Not that it's songs or anything, but let's just be safe here. And there we go. Perfect. Now, again, grant you, it's more about the sound of barbecuing and cooking on the grill, but at least the flames are there, so we can have our own little kickback and fun here. So a lot of great stuff happened. What are you doing for Memorial Day, Big Hoss? You have any big plans? Not really. Wow. You gotta have some kind of food though, right? Are you gonna eat anything? Are you gonna have any family over? Nothing? Hitting the bar or anything? Anything going on at Wheels? Huh.
I haven't been to Wheels in a while.
Really? Wow. That's not cool. You gotta break that funk there.
Mom stopped working there.
You're what?
Mom stopped working there.
Really? How come? Just 'cause?
Just cause.
Oh, okay. Well, everybody has their thing, so hopefully that won't make you a permanent stranger there, because I know it's one of your favorite spots, probably one of the most favorite spots to hang out, so. Excuse me. Well, we're having nothing super fancy, but we're having like just a little family cookout kind of thing. So we're looking forward to that, and like I said, a lot of you guys I'm sure are cooking out, and everybody's kind of hitting it early, because I know Memorial Day is on Monday this coming week, but everybody seems to start early, so I suspect that we'll see picnics galore tomorrow and the rest of the weekend.
I did go out to Columbine Steakhouse tonight for dinner.
There you go. Well, that's something different. What'd you have good?
A T-bone steak, potato, salad,
Nice.
and toast.
There you go. Texas toast?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a good meal. We're gonna be doing that. Well, we're gonna go to Longhorn. We're gonna do that for our family. So for a lot of you guys, I think we shared this story before, but if you don't know this, my family, we have several birthdays at different points of the year. A lot of us are doubled up. So like my sister and I are both in July. My parents are both in February, and so forth. So it's kind of hard to get everybody together at different points. So this year, my family decided we're going to do one massively large birthday. We're going to have everybody at dinner. So there's going to be like 8 people to celebrate birthdays with in one night. So, which will be fun, but it will be at the local steakhouse. So we're going to enjoy that. So yeah, definitely gonna chow down there. So, but yeah, no, that's a lot of awesome. That's a lot of fun. I hope you guys are gonna be out grilling hot dogs, hamburgers, chicken, steaks, shish kebabs, a lot of all that kind of fun stuff. You guys go for. Actually, get some corn out there. Corn is really good if you wrap it up in tinfoil and put that on the grill. That's actually fantastic. So, all kinds of neat stuff there. I did forget though, and see again, I haven't done this in a while. We gotta get some announcements out there, and I want to throw some out there because we haven't done this for a while, and I didn't even do that. Which I'll start with the first one in case you guys missed it. We did have a special episode that we posted yesterday, and I just sort of recorded that. It was mostly just to play. If you guys know and followed, there was we did an interview. I was on Vigilantes Radio. I was interviewed by the host Deanie, and went very well. Enjoyed that. It spread out to about, I think he said he has up to 75,000 people that listened to the show. So if you listen to that, and if you're one of those on Vigilantes Network, we had some new subscribers coming in here, new people that have been joining in. Thank you so much, and hope you guys enjoy the show coming here. We hope to provide same great entertainment. We're not as big as Deanie is, but we are definitely here for your pleasure and entertainment. So hopefully you can find something for everything. But it was really unique. It was interesting, and he asked some great questions, and yeah, it was a lot of fun. I don't know, did you have a chance to listen to it at all?
No.
Okay. You're just going to assume it was good? You're going to take my word for it?
Yeah.
Okay. It really, yeah. I definitely we want to appear again, but that was a lot of fun. We did that. So, and we're able to, I want to share this too, a special thank you to, we give a huge shout out, Spreaker. We love being a part of Spreaker.com. The family is great. If you guys are looking to do your own podcasting, this is the place to do it. And part of the partnership that Spreaker has is the site called Fiverr, which is affiliated with Spreaker, and a lot of great people you can find there to help you with your businesses or working with any kind of graphic designing. We've had people that did our logos that we have, which incidentally leads me to remind everybody, if you haven't had a chance yet, check out the new merchandise at the studio store. Get your favorite items there. It's perfect time to go shopping for birthdays. You can go holiday shopping. We're going to see if we can add a special link there if you want to go purchase some stuff. I know Big Hoss has his shopping list prepared already. He's probably going to go binge shopping there. So probably most of our first round of sales will be him buying stuff for the family. So you want to get some of that in your mouth there, like try to, I know you're really chowing down and enjoying it, but try to get it in the mouth. That's kind of the goal there. So I think he's wearing more of his snack tonight. You guys know Big Hoss is a big snacker and likes to snack. He's giving me my special finger salute here. But yeah, no. So go shop and tell Big Hoss you're gonna go shopping. Go buy Big Hoss's picture. He's got several shots out there. If you want to wear Big Hoss around town, and then if we see you guys wearing merchandise, if you happen to be nearby, we'll be happy to autograph stuff for you. That could be a fun little game. If you happen to be nearby and we see it, we'll definitely autograph it for sure. We'll have to start carrying felt pens around, but I know I will. I do carry stuff with me, so we'll figure it out. But that could be a fun game for you guys. If you want an autographed shirt there, if you're nearby and you find us, we'll definitely do that for you guys. So check that out at the studio store there. It's available on our link tree. You can check that out if you haven't done so already. Also, a reminder for you guys, we have a very special episode coming up in the next month or so. Our good friend Miranda Maverick, UFC fighter, is going to join us. She has a big match coming up. I think it's June 10th. Somewhere making the June 10th, I want to say. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. You guys can check it out for yourselves, but go support her there. She's going to come back on the show and talk to us and tell us about her experience there and preparing for this fight, what it's like to be in the octagon, and for this type of pay-per-view match where you can be seen all over the world. I mean, obviously it takes place. I think it takes place in Vegas again, if I'm not mistaken. And again, I haven't checked the updates there, but if you guys want to look at that yourselves, please feel free to do so. And we want to give her our full support. She's been great. We love having her here. Cannot wait to have her back on the show. Stay tuned for that to be determined. We'll have a time and date there. I'm just letting you do your own thing here while we get through the announcements there. Hoss has heard these all before anyway. We get these all prepared, so he's just chowing down. None of this stuff is news to him. He knows all this stuff. We talk about this stuff all the time, so that's why he lets me do most of this, because I'm usually pretty good at getting it out fairly quickly, and I don't have to have food in my mouth to do that, so you wouldn't understand him if he's spitting out stuff everywhere if he tried to talk. So, We're going to get that as a shot. We're going to get that on a shirt somewhere. And you're circling the drain. There it is. That's more creative. Okay. Yeah, we'll have to, that's going to be our, there you go. Yeah, that's going to be our legalized hoss there. There we go. So stay tuned for that. Check that out. It's going to be awesome. And I think that's pretty much all we have as far as announcements there. Keep following us on social media. We post updates there so you guys can check it out. Thank you to all our new followers there. We're actually getting quite the growth on Twitter. And actually, our numbers are spiking on Instagram. So thank you guys for checking us out there. We are growing rather large. In fact, I haven't shared with Big Hoss. I'm thinking about if we get large enough there because we're growing, we may consider possibly verification there. Not a top priority, but we'll see. I mean, at the rate it's going, we might want to consider something, but we'll see. But thank you anyway. You guys can follow us. It is us, even though we don't have the cute little check mark on that site. We are definitely us. That's the studio logo. You can find it. There's no copycats that we know of. Not that I know of. You haven't seen any, have you seen any copycats? I haven't seen any copycats, right? Not on Facebook or anywhere. Yeah, no, it's. I mean, you never know, and anymore it's not uncommon, but it is what it is. So, with that being the case, though, let's continue to roll on here. So we are chilling out here. We have our campfire rolling here, and it's question.
We're about to take a break.
I actually was going to say that we're going to take a break. Yeah, well, let's get ourselves our refreshment here. Let's get some. I do have my water here, but I want to catch something to. Gotcha. Yep, we need a little break here, which we're actually perfect timing because I think we're about 10, 15. We're almost 15 minutes in already. So yeah, let's take a break, you guys. We'll come back, give you a good chance to use the bathroom. We'll come back, sitting around the campfire. We're going to share some stories. I think for the Memorial Day special, I was just sharing a funny story with Hoss behind the scenes here. I think I don't know. What do you think? Think I should share it on the air when we come back? I think it'll be fun.
When we come back.
If Hoss gives a thumbs up. Yep. Okay. When we come back, make sure you guys stay tuned. We're going to share this fun story I had. I'll explain to you why it's funny, and Hoss thought it was pretty hysterical, so we'll share that with you guys while we sit around campfire for Memorial Day weekend. Hope you guys are going to have a good one there. Stay tuned for more. Don't go away. We are just getting fired up here, pun intended. We'll be right back for more of the show. Don't go away. We'll see you in just a moment. Stay tuned.
Hey audio fans, are you looking for fun and excitement? Have you been searching for that special show? You know, the one complete package you want in a podcast? Then check out the What's Up Bro podcast show and experience what true entertainment is all about. Stay tuned and don't miss the action. Available on your favorite streaming services, including YouTube. Thank you for all your support. And as always, we'll see you at the show.
We'll be right back to the show with more in just a moment. Please stay tuned. We'll be right back to the show with more in just a moment. Please stay tuned. We'll be right back to the show with more in just a moment. Please stay tuned. We'll be right back to the show with more in just a moment. Please stay tuned. break time is over. We're so glad you stayed tuned. Now back to the action as the show is set to resume.
All right, welcome back, guys. Thanks for hanging out there. We played a little extra long commercial because we actually found another of our friends. It's Boo Boo joining us back again tonight. How are you?
Doing good.
And to be clear, she ran late because it's Haas's fault. He didn't tell her it was Friday, which he's supposed to.
It's always Haas's fault.
Yeah, so that's a boo on you. You had one job, and you just, you know. You didn't. You clearly knew because you were there when I was waiting in the studio. You were in the studio waiting for me, so I would assume you knew it was Friday, unless you just hang out there like a creeper sometimes.
That's just normal.
Well, either way, we're glad you're able to jump in here. So we are just going to refresh you guys. If you're just tuning in live, though, welcome to the show. It is our Memorial Day weekend special, part 1. Part 2 will be tomorrow night. We're sitting here. Actually, I need to get my sound effects going. I'm so bad at this tonight. It's been a while. There we go. We have a campfire going. I know it's not necessarily the top sound of choice, but a lot of people do have campfire for that very reason. So we're just using it for the fire element. That's really what it's all about. Because when we think about cooking on the weekend for Memorial Day, there's always a fire somewhere. So that's why we're here. So we're back here. We're kind of hanging out. This is kind of our sort of little fun party here. And Haas, of course, as normal, already brought snacks. So he's already jumping in the party there. Although, as we said before the break, though, it's a good idea to try to eat most of them and not wear it. So it's hard. There it is. Swirl around the... Okay, yeah, all right, sure. Yeah, okay, I gotcha.
Well, you got the chocolate granola. Where's the graham crackers and marshmallows?
There you go. We got the fire going, so that could be for tomorrow. That could be for tomorrow night, because Saturday night's always the fun night. And, I mean, technically, most people... I mean, Memorial Day is on Monday, but technically a lot of people do start early, so I'm sure there will be parties galore. So,
we done did.
Yeah, see, there you go. Like, it's just... Well, you could probably have more than one party, because it's still a long weekend, unless you just chill out for the rest of the weekend, which some people do, too. So, whatever is your pleasure there. But we have all weekend to hang out there. It's just nice to be back with you guys, because it's been a lot going on, and... Which we're going to get to in a moment, because I did promise a funny story, which I will share. So, but before we do that, I was going to say something else, and I totally forgot. Haas made me forget. What the heck?
Is it a bear story again?
Just kidding. I just want to see if you're paying attention. I'm just kidding.
Pick on Haas night.
So, and sometimes he doesn't even know it sometimes. But so you have it there. So show Boo Boo there, because you just got it recently. You got one of your new your little friends there. So we did send one to fire. This is not in the store, but you turn it so she can see that. There you go.
Oh, he showed me it earlier.
Did you? Yeah, so we do have those.
Yeah.
They're not available in the store, but we have... I got to get photos up on social media, so if anybody wants those. We have the official show mugs, which are there. But we do have the store merchandise up and running, and we're still working on a couple of glitches that they're still trying to figure out. But we have everything up for the most part, minus facial masks. That's the only thing we don't have, which we do have. We just can't get them posted on the storefront, which we're working on. But you guys can go shopping there. We're going to try to get out a promo code. I think we can have that ability to do that. So if you guys want to go shopping, you can. All kinds of merchandise, men and women, kids of all ages there. It's available for you guys. Check it out. So technically, yes. So we'll jump back in here. So the story is not necessarily... I wouldn't say it's necessarily embarrassing, but I guess it depends on how you look at it. It kind of could be. So... We'll regale here. I'll back up for you guys. If you were listening, well, actually, I didn't share that with you. I shared it off with Haas before the show. So, over the weekend, I did get married, and so after that weekend wedding, we went on a honeymoon for a couple of days. Now,
finally?
Finally? What do you mean, finally?
Oh, I'm pretty sure she was ready for it.
Oh, okay. Well, we've been planning it for a while, yeah. So that's okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, wait a minute here, but yeah. So did happen over the weekend, and then we left for the honeymoon vacation for a few days. Now, the funny part of the story is, and most of you guys know this if you've heard us talk before, I'm not much of a drinker. I can drink a little bit, but I don't usually indulge and go too super heavy. But however, because it was a special couple days, I did, and so what turned out to be, well, actually what turned out, but was our last day of our little special vacation. I ended up having probably the most drinks I've ever had in the course of a day, or my entire lifetime, actually, to this point. So why this is kind of fun is because I did spread them out, but it was still funny because, so we went to breakfast in the morning, and I had they call it the Tickle Pink Mimosa, which I had at breakfast, which was really good if you guys ever want to try that. As opposed to a standard mimosa, I'm not sure how it really differs, but it's really good, so that was great. Another big deal. Then later in the afternoon, I decided to drink. I had a Mike's Hard Lemonade back at the room we were staying in, so I drank one of those. And then around 5 p.m. our Eastern time or so, I think it was like 5:30, we had cocktail hour, and I had a watermelon sangria. I don't know why I can't remember that. So that had that around 5:30. Then dinner reservations were at 7:30, and I had a royal tea with dinner, which is Captain Morgan with Coke and a sour mix and some other things in there. I think there's a little bit of vodka in there. So that was my 5th drink of the day. So near the end of dinner, as we were sitting there, and the dinner was fantastic, by the way, too. It was absolutely, everything was just wonderful about the resort there. But near the end of dinner, and as I was sitting there, I wasn't even standing yet, I started to have this is getting a little light up in this room here, and the room's starting to spin just a little bit. So we're getting up to leave. I said, we need to go back to the room now, because one of the things I didn't do, and I had done, was I drank water whenever I had a drink. I always had water with me to drink quickly, but I didn't do it that night. So I'm sitting there, and it's a dimly lit restaurant, because it's a romantic restaurant, and so we're sitting there, and I'm going, the lights are low, and I just finished eating, and I'm going, ooh. Ooh, like there's colors in this room, and the room's starting to like jiving and moving, and I'm going, wow. So we get up, and I said to Miss Eliza, I had my arm around her, I said, you're gonna have to walk me out. I almost walked into the one, we kind of separated by tables. There was like a pillar in the middle, so I was kind of walking toward that. I'm like, whoop, gotta go this way, tipping over. So
let's not forget with Vincent, Sam, and the lightweight.
Yeah, I get drunk on non-alcoholic beer, so or very light beer. Yeah, so we went to. Oh well, I didn't tell Haas this part. This is the other funny part. So we were trying to get some pictures of some of the things that we were doing. One of the things we did a lot of, we played billiards, we played pool there. There was pool tables there, so we were playing. So I said to her, let's get a shot. We don't have any shots of us playing pool. So went to the pool table, and I said, here, you get me first. Standing there like, okay, I'm going to, stage some of these shots. I really can't play pool because I'm having a hard time focusing, but I was able to, pretend. And then she got a few shots of her playing. And at that point, I said, all right, now we have to walk back to the room, though. Now, it's probably about a good 100 to 200 feet, because the room was here. We were in, the main central part of the resort where the lobby and stuff was. That's where the restaurant was. So there's this huge gap of space in between. And we cut across, it's an open field, so we could go directly from the parking lot to our room. And I'm walking there the whole time going, don't go too fast. You got to, let me hold on to you, because... And there's divots and stuff in the ground, and I'm like, slow down, too fast. So yeah, that was and then I think I drank a bunch of water once we got back to the I was pretty, yeah, I gotta say, I was still there, but it was just like, whoa, man, talk about your space adventure going.
There was a fight you would do.
I couldn't really keep. I mean, my balance wasn't bad, but I had to keep focused just to get from the front door of the lobby to the room itself. And once we got into the room, I started drinking bottles of water we had in the refrigerator. So, and I laid on the bed I gotta lay here for a couple minutes. And then once I did that, I was fine. So, but that was definitely an experience. Yeah, no, it was pretty bad. I mean, That's the hard part. And I'm like, I'm pretty good zoned in. Then all of a sudden the room goes to the right, and then it's like, oh, now I'm going to the left. There we go. Oh, back to the middle here. Whip, whip. There we go. So yeah, that was it was a lot of fun. And the rule was the next day, no drinking at breakfast because we were going home that day. So which I didn't. I did not do that. And as we say, because I knew I had to be the one to drive, so I even just a little bit, not even pressing luck there. So that was definitely an experience. And really, actually, I feel like I might have got tipsy the night before. Here's the other fun part, which, if you guys didn't gather from that story, we did have drinks at the restaurant and at the bar there, because there's a bar lounge just off to the side. When we were there and Miss Eliza went shopping, she picked up some alcohol at the local store, which we brought back to the hotel room. So we had our own late night kind of mishmash of, I forget what she made. It wasn't a pina colada, but it had coconut rum in it. I'm not a coconut fan, so I really didn't like it. I just chugged the mics. That was my thing. But she really enjoyed. I think it was like a spiced rum and a pina colada kind of tasting. It was coconut rum or something. It was really good. I mean, orange juice and coconut rum, I want to say. Definitely interesting, definitely colorful. Just for me, not coconut fan. So I really didn't. I tasted it, but I just couldn't drink a whole glass. It's just not my thing there. So yeah, now that was the. Well, here's the other fun part too is, which we didn't do this, but you could do this. You're allowed to carry your drinks throughout like the resort, so we could have taken them with us, but we typically drank them where we were, either at the bar, at the lounge, or in the restaurant. So, but we could have carried them, which in hindsight maybe I should have done that and not chugged them as fast. I probably wouldn't have felt a little. And really, it was that royal tea that last night that really kind of did me in, because I could feel it as I started sipping it. So I'm like, all right. And yeah, it was that was definitely an experience. It was interesting, but it's a fun time. Had a good week.
That's why it's called a royalty.
Yeah,
You're gonna be royally effed up.
it gave me a royal buzz. So that's it worked out good. But no, it was all fun. I mean, it was relaxing. It was a great weekend. Obviously, it was a crazy weekend. So at least everything's all over now, and now we're back in sync there, back into reality. Which everybody says, "Yep, you're leaving now. The honeymoon really is over." So. It was definitely a good time. But, the nice thing is, again, it's a holiday weekend now. We have Memorial Day, so at least we have a little bit of a break. And for a lot of you guys, too, the parents, school's getting out, your kids are getting out of school early, which, maybe that's great, or maybe I'm sorry, our condolences, either way you look at it. So I'm not sure what the consensus is there, but, either way, just enjoy the time. And it's summertime, the weather's it's been nice, and, the holidays are going to be fun. We're looking forward to it because this is our first real summer bash. We can actually have a chance to hit the major holidays, like 4th of July is coming up. We're looking forward to that. We might even celebrate Flag Day for all we care, just because we can. So, last time when we started late in the summer. We missed all the good, fun holidays. So, and not to mention, I'm looking forward to, personally, is Christmas time. I think my computer just went to sleep on me. I don't know what happened there. There we go. I don't think always does that. Looking forward to the Christmas season because we have all kinds of fun music we can play. And because of our subscription, we don't have to worry about any kind of issues on YouTube. Yay! Which, in case if you guys didn't notice this, and I said this is a surprise, we have a new re-intro to come back to the show. We did that because, not that it was a huge deal, but we had sort of a little snafu on YouTube yet again. And I think I shared this story with Haas, which... it could have been a very costly way to fix it, but we chose not to do that because could have been spending thousands of dollars that would have done probably nothing anyway. So we found an alternative for that, which worked out great. But some new little additions there, and we got some other projects we're looking at doing, but we're definitely keeping it rolling, keeping it on the air, and keeping it fresh. So anyway, enough about me. So So now you said you guys had your Memorial Day celebration. So are you done, or are you going to do anything else? You have other family, extended family? What's the plan? Any plan?
Probably going to do something on Memorial Day, but I just did like a little... Me, my boyfriend, my sister, and her son, we went hiking today, and then we went swimming at the lake there.
Oh, there you go.
We just had a good time. left at 8 o'clock this morning and didn't get home till about 6-ish.
Gee whiz, that's a long day. But hey, if it's
Yeah.
if it's fun and worthwhile and you can get out there, why not? I mean, that breaks up your average everyday routine. So,
And probably Monday we're just gonna cook out at the house.
yeah, there you go. Everybody except Hoss. Hoss isn't doing nothing, right?
Yeah, he will be doing something. He'll be doing a supernatural marathon.
Oh, there is
Like he
that.
does every day.
There is there is that. Man, it's like she's just got you pegged. Like, wow. Is that correct? Is she accurate? Judging from that look on your face, I'm guessing yes. Is that true? He's holding back, but I see it. It's yeah. Okay. Wow. How far are you now? What season are you on?
I don't know. It's about 2 inches in.
Yeah. Wow. That's pretty far. What are you gonna do when you run out? Are you gonna rewatch it? Or are you gonna pick something else? All right. What's on next?
Watch Judge Judy.
I've been watching that actually. It's great. It's been. Why not?
You used to.
I love Judge Judy. I've been watching the new series. We record them all the time. Like, it's great. I've been watching her since I was a kid. I mean,
I know what you can watch.
what?
Hoss.
I'm a weirdo. What can? Uh-oh, here we go. Brokeback Mountain. Wait, no. Oh, wait. Well, we have to let me explain this because she wasn't here for that conversation. So, do you remember that conversation? Why I say that phrase?
No.
Yes, you do. What were we talking about? What are we planning on doing? Remember?
Going camping?
And what do we not want to have a situation where we get so tipsy that we have a Brokeback Mountain situation?
Well, as long as you don't share the same tent, you'll be all right.
That's what we're.
And don't have no cattle rustlers.
You're getting your own tent, Sam.
Well, I said.
Oh, come on, y'all gonna have to share.
Well, here's
Wow.
the thing. I said to Hoss, the problem is if we have too much, because I'm a lightweight too. I like to cuddle. So if we're in the same tent, like, this could be.
Well, I mean, he's just a big old teddy bear, so you'll be a good cuddle buddy.
That's what I said.
Oh, I ain't cuddling with Sam.
I'm the little spoon. He's the big spoon. So I mean,
No.
But that's why I said that. That was sort of the joke there, which, yeah.
That is just funny, haha. But you could use Hoss as a mattress.
Well, tell what were we?
All you gotta do is blow on him.
What? I am not touching that with a 10-foot pole.
Make sure you get the right hole.
What? Yeah.
I'm in kids. How do you think? Sam, look what you started.
I didn't say. Listen, all I said was I was just clarifying. Well, here's the funny part though. You have to mention the other part of the story. What did we confer about? We're afraid of. We got to make sure we tell people where we are because why?
Because the bears.
We'll get lost. We'll be lost for days. So, be like, that tree looks familiar. I think we circled that for the 19th time.
That's why you never weary off the trail.
Well, see, the thing is that I feel like even if we don't purposely do it, accidents do happen. So, knowing the luck that we'd have.
Accidents.
Well, listen, if we see bears out there, I'm running for the hills. So.
Make sure you're on like a hill that goes up and just kind of trip him.
I'm gonna say, here's Hoss. There you go.
Out the bear.
He's bigger than me. There's more meat on him here. You eat him first.
Well, there won't be too much meat on him if he's eating keto.
That's true. Well, you have now. Actually, here's a good point. So now, have you lost any more weight recently? All right, well, that happens. It fluctuates. I mean, but you're still down considerably from what you were before, which is great. So, happens for everybody, the best of us. It does change things, so, And I will say this, having a holiday weekend like this and food binging, nobody's losing any weight this weekend. That's for sure. I can pretty much guarantee that. And if anybody out there says, yeah, you're losing weight this weekend, you are totally not correct. You are totally fibbing. Because
That's the ones that eat salads or rabbits.
There is that. Yeah, I mean, there might be a few, but you can't tell me that you guys are not going to be binging at all this weekend. I mean, it's a holiday weekend. Come on, give us a break. Like, it's this time of year, and it's cooking out weather. Like, the food's on the grill. Excuse me.
The two holidays that nobody that I know of don't binge on is Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Really? Those are like the two biggest ones.
I mean, they binge. I'm trying to. My brain's not functioning today.
Okay, that makes more sense.
That don't, like you was saying, that it's holiday weekend. Go ahead and splurge and stuff like that. Like Thanksgiving and Christmas are like the two main holidays.
That's really it. Which, yeah, I mean, that makes sense. And a lot of people probably do. I mean, I sure do. I'm sure Hoss binges on Thanksgiving for sure, right? You got turkey time. You can't pass that up. So, and I see, here's the thing. Like,
turkey first, turkey legs.
What's that?
My birthday's in November.
I was going to say, yeah, your birthday is in November, so there's also that. But see, the thing is, too, is I say that binge-wise because, this is like summertime food, like hot dogs, hamburgers. And I mean, not that we don't eat that stuff on a normal basis, but there's just something about cooking it out on the grill that, I don't know, just makes it taste better. And I think that's why I say binge, because everybody likes to cook. Now you might not be making burgers and dogs. Maybe you're breaking from tradition and doing your own thing. I mean, I was going to do it, but I don't know how the family feels about plant-based burgers. I like plant-based burgers, but that's just me. I also like turkey burgers. I can break from the traditional beef patties, but there's so many things that you could do. And, we always say it. You guys enjoy yourselves, find what works for your family and your friends, roll with it, and find the foods that you love. That's just... But when you do that, and then you add the element of a fire, like we have roaring in the background, that's kind of why we have the fire option there, it just makes it taste better. And even that, the other thing is, too, it's the smell. So, okay, show of hands. Who here has not ever been made hungry by the scent of food cooking in the air? Like, just cooking it. Maybe it's not even you. Maybe it's a neighbor. Maybe it's somebody, right? Come on, Hoss. There it is. And that's the thing. Like, it triggers some kind of sense of... It just, I remember...
Like you could be already full.
Yeah.
Not hungry at all.
Exactly.
Like you smell something, you're like, well, I'm hungry now.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like, it cleans your entire palate out. You're like, oh my gosh, I'm so starving now. And I remember I had that the other day. Like, somebody was cooking, and I'm like, oh my God, what the hell?
It was like today, we had had a picnic, and we were full and everything. We get down towards the lake to swim. And somebody had started cooking hot dogs on a grill. And we're like, oh, well, I'm
hungry now. That's the thing. Like, everybody, and I don't know if it's just necessarily, it's a trigger center in the brain, but it makes you hungry. And the flame just, I will do this way. I am definitely red-blooded American where I love the food charbroiled. It has to be, like, right on that grill. You could burn it, like, I'll still eat it. And whether it's, I don't know, ribs or burgers, or I've had people make barbecue chicken, like, it just absolutely makes your mouth water. What are some things for you, Hoss? Like, do you have ever those moments? Like, what is it that turns your palate on when you smell it? You smell like the neighbors cooking or somebody cooking outside?
Mashed potatoes and gravy.
Mashed potatoes and gravy? I don't know if you could smell that outside. Meatloaf? I wonder, meatloaf on the grill. Now, before anybody writes me off here, like, think about this. It is meat, overall meat base. So it's not totally unheard of to try it. I'm sure, I have to imagine somebody in the world somewhere has done this at least once. Not saying it's good necessarily, because I've not tasted it myself. But it would make an interesting story to have that option where you could try that. I mean, corn on the cob on the grill, why not? So meatloaf, and you could do potatoes. I mean, you do, like, people do skewers, they do shish kebabs, they do all kinds of, why not meatloaf? That's actually great. And a little gravy on that, that'd be fantastic. Like, that could, see, okay, now I'm really getting hungry. I have to preface this. I didn't have dinner yet. So this is not helping my stomach that's already been rumbling for the last hour and a half. This is not helping. So thank you guys very much, because this is just like, this is making me go crazy.
Ross can share some of his granola with you.
I don't mind the granola. Well, let's go back. What kind of trail mix do you have? You said you had trail mix, right? It's not Craisins. Is it like a Chex? Is it Chex Mix, or is it just like your own personal mixture of different things? Gotta come a little closer. I can't hear you.
It's peanuts, cranberries, almonds,
Okay.
chocolate chips.
Did you mix it yourself?
No.
Okay. Oh, you bought that. That's, see, again, like, I'm gonna be hungry all night. Like I said, this is what's bad about binge weekends, because I'm guilty of that. I say I binge a lot, which I do sometimes, and this is not gonna help me this weekend. Like, I'm totally gonna be just pigging out on. We have so much stuff here. Not to mention, there's plenty of food left from the wedding that's still in the fridge. So, and I've been snacking on that. So, I between that and having to buy food, what? Oh yeah. Let's see. We've had buffalo chicken. My personal favorite, penne alla vodka. Fantastic.
What the world is that?
It's penne pasta and like vodka sauce.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely phenomenal. Chicken piccata. I'm not sure what the chicken was on the actual ceremony meal. I forget. It was good chicken. It was seasoned. We had Italian sausage and peppers. Beautiful. Chicken marsala on like little crackers. Fantastic. Mushroom sauce. Oh, I can't even begin to tell you. Whole potatoes, like little rustic potatoes, like little potatoes like this big, chicken parmesan, which, wonderful. And there was something else. I'm missing something. I'm thinking of what the plates look like. Oh!
You basically had the whole refrigerator.
Basically. And they're little, like, meatball parmesan sandwiches, but they're, like, in a little crescent roll, like, with a meatball on top. Like, absolutely. And little, like, like regular peppers. You cut a bell pepper with, like, meat and cheese, like, almost like a little, like, stuffed pepper with... And not to mention the cake that's still in the fridge. And not to mention all the drinks that are still out there. I've got about, let's see, probably 12 gallons of lemonade. And I lost count. 10 to 12 gallons of unsweetened iced tea. Not to mention soda that was left over. So yeah, we're definitely stocked. And I can tell you, I've been munching. And now I just added more food because we needed picnic food for the weekend. So it wasn't bad enough the fridge was full of all the leftovers there. Now I got hot dogs and hamburgers and... I always say there's not enough in the fridge. Well, now I need at least 3 refrigerators because I got a lot of stuff there. So yeah, that's definitely... that's a thing. But, it's all good, of course. We enjoy it, and we're going to definitely enjoy that too, for sure. So yeah, but that's... Again, everybody's going to have their binge, and whether it's totally outdoor food... It could even be breaking from that. Maybe you guys just want to have pizza on the grill. You could do that. Nobody says you can't. I mean, that's just my opinion, of course, but I'm okay with that. I'm okay with just about anything as long as you're going to enjoy it. So that's really the main part of it, and that's really what holiday weekends, whether it's Memorial Day like this weekend or if it's 4th of July or even Thanksgiving and Christmas time, everybody has... We talked about this a while back about everybody's... We learned some interesting things. Most of us have like turkey and stuff at Thanksgiving. Others have different traditions. Like, it's all about who you spend it with, and as long as the food is good and you don't care like how what you're eating there, you can really thoroughly enjoy it. So that really is just the primary goal of what holidays are about, when you spend time with family and friends and that sort of thing. So definitely find what works for you guys, and but yes, have the marshmallows, have the s'mores. Of course, if you're camping out or cooking even over a grill, those are classic timeless tradition snacks that you can have. So make sure you stock up on that. Everybody else is doing that. So
you're tired.
He looks tired.
No.
Not yet. Well, good news.
Like it.
Good news for you. We're going to take another short break here before we're ready to wrap up soon. Believe it or not, our time is just flying by. I can't believe it, but it's so great to be back here. So Don't go away yet, though, and don't go to bed yet. We're not quite finished. There's still a little bit more left of the show, so this is a good time to take a pause, take a bathroom break, or if you need to refresh on your snacks, or if you didn't get your snacks yet. Of course, Haas always beats you there first. He already had his snack. He's good. But if you didn't get your snacks yet, go for it now. Get that. Come on back. We're still going to hang around here. Our fire's going, roaring high. We'll keep the log stoked just for a little bit yet. We're going to share some more fun stuff with you guys. Again, great to be back here. And also a reminder, I'll remind us again at the end, if you missed the last episode, we posted a special episode last night, which primarily we did rebroadcast. I made an appearance on another podcast on there and had a little interview there, so we played that for you guys. If you're interested, you can check that out. It's available anywhere on your favorite podcast streaming service. You can check that out. We'll remind you guys that later on. It was a lot of fun. Looking forward to doing it again. But check that out. And, of course, all the other shows that are there are available if you missed any of those. And, lastly, before we break, a reminder, too. It's a holiday weekend. It's Memorial Day. Put us on. We want to make sure we're entertaining you guys during your party. So turn up the volume. Forget the usual music. We'll be your Star Spangled Banner entertainment here for Memorial Day weekend there. Put us on in the background. We'd love to be there for you while you guys are having your cookouts. Just some food for thought there. Either way, stay tuned for more. We'll be right back, as always, of course. Until we see you in just a moment, don't go away. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Are you enjoying the show? Do you want even more great content? Then check out the What's Up Bro podcast show's link tree for all studio accounts, including the official show website, brought to you by J&J Production Studios. Catch all your favorite episodes of the show when they're uploaded. Curious to know who makes the show possible? Meet the cast and crew. Discover the magic behind the microphone, not just in front with our staff bios. Want to chat with other audience fans? Enter the forums section. Talk, engage, and interact with listeners from all over the globe. Not on social media and want the latest information? Then subscribe to the podcast newsletter and get everything delivered straight to your inbox. No matter what, you'll always stay connected. Thank you for listening, and stay tuned for more.
We'll be right back to the show with more in just a moment. Please stay tuned. We'll be right back to the show with more in just a moment. Please stay tuned. We'll be right back to the show with more in just a moment. Please stay tuned. We'll be right back to the show with more in just a moment. Please stay tuned.
Do what you want, do it. Do what you want, do it.
Break time is over. We're so glad you stayed tuned. Now back to the action as the show is set to resume.
All right, welcome back, guys. Thanks so much for hanging out there. Hope you guys are having a great Friday night. We are going to get ready to wrap up things up the show. If you're just tuning in, don't worry. You can go back and check it out. It's going to be up soon, so you can go back and listen to it from start to finish. Make sure you tune in, though, tomorrow night. It is part 2 of our Memorial Day weekend special. We definitely will see you guys there. Now, maybe, if everybody's there, maybe for something extra special, maybe we will do a game corner tomorrow night. I was kind of thinking about that, so we'll kind of play it by ear. We'll see. And we'll have something entertaining for you guys, of course, naturally. That's what we're here for. That's why only reason why we're here. So either way, we will be here and we will be live. So you can listen to us and join in as we go and talk and chat. Actually, I don't have the fire going. Let me get the fire going because it's... There we go. A little soothing. I almost played a beach there. We don't need a beach there. We're at the wrong season for that, holiday here for that. That's not the word. I mean, you can go to the beach for Memorial Day if you want to, but our whole idea is the fire for cooking and grilling. So anyway, yes, we will be there tomorrow night, so make sure you guys tune in for that. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be amazing there. It's great to be back there. We're so happy to be able to talk with you guys live, and looking forward to great things coming up there. So hopefully everybody has a great Memorial Day weekend, whether you're celebrating tomorrow or Sunday or even on Memorial Day, or if you're celebrating on all 3 days. Go to different parties. I will say this. I am really tempted. We said this before the break there. We talked about the smells of the grills cooking. I'm going to go walk around the neighborhood. Definitely going to get smells from everywhere. I feel like I might be party crashing tomorrow because everybody's going to have all kinds of great food. Now, how I will do that, I might need to borrow a few disguises because obviously people are going to know, especially if family's there, that I'm not family unless you could fake it. So maybe go crash a couple parties tomorrow. Politely, naturally. Don't be rude. And don't have to give me the alcohol. Just give me the food. That's all I'm looking for. So if you can throw me a hamburger or hot dog my way, that'll be great. But, again, that's just an idea. But either way, I got plenty of food stacked, so I'm not worried about that. But as we always say there too, we want you guys to be happy, healthy, and be safe there. And I'm going to throw it to, we're going to go ladies first. We're going to throw it to Boo Boo first. I say goodnight to everybody first and sign off for there first. So go right ahead. We want to do ladies first to be proper. She might steal.
Be safe and have fun and
Party hardy.
Party hard.
There we go. Be safe and enjoy that. And of course, we'll let Big Hoss do it. Big Hoss, say goodnight to the folks, and please give them our most important message, especially for this weekend. And what do we always say? Go for it.
Don't drink and drive.
Be responsible, have a designated driver, or be at home if you're partying in your backyard. Even more so important. That's great. Thank you guys so much. And also be safe too, because obviously, not common, but people still get sick out there. So just be mindful when you're out and about. You don't want to share your germs with anybody else in particular. So we definitely want to make sure everybody is safe in that regard. So until tomorrow night, you guys, and of course, as always, we say goodbye for now, but only until tomorrow. We will be back. Make sure you tell your friends and your family. Make sure you stay tuned for updates there. We'll keep you guys posted. We will be back for more. We're looking forward to it. Hanging out with you guys on Saturday night to ring in the Memorial Day weekend. Go have a good time. Enjoy your family. Enjoy your friends. If you have family coming in from long distances, this is the absolute best time to really have a lot of fun there. Play some outdoor games. Have a lot of great food. But enjoy the companionship and enjoy the company. We'll see you guys tomorrow night. Have a good one. Take care. Until next time. And of course, as always, we will see you next time at the show. Good night.
Thank you for listening to the What's Up Bro show. Catch all the latest live action on your favorite podcast streaming services, including Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more. You can also check out episodes on the studio's official YouTube channel. Subscribe and become a member today. Don't forget to also turn on notifications so you'll know when new content is uploaded. Stay tuned and don't miss a single moment. We love and appreciate all your support. And as always, we will see you at the show.